Racing, and Trini's Pomodoro jumped very awkwardly, and the favourite Hole in One was intimidated and taken out of the contest. Hole in One dropped right back to last. Hole in One, things did not map out for the current tote favourite. Early on, Find the Future and Trini's Pomodoro, after jumping awkwardly and taking out Hole in One, is right there. Walter the Penniless is very deep in the early stages. Special Force between them, and Aldriki tucked up to the inside. Dot Koza, Hole in One has got about 6 to make up. Farland's around, and Just Dixit's also been jostled back second to last, 6 lengths off. Linger Longer in the Pink Silks has moved around, and Walter the Penniless at the 600 is right there second. Walter the Penniless are half a length away. Farland's on the move. Just Dixit, Special Force, Find the Future towards the inside. Trini's Pomodoro. At this stage, Hole in One is going to have to sprout wings. He's got 7 to make up. As last going to angle to the outside. Just Dixit gets a length closer. Linger Longer tackled by Farland. Special Force, Walter the Penniless. Just Dixit looking to run on extreme outside, but Farland hit the front coming to the 200. The danger is Walter the Penniless now starting to loom on the inside. Coming inside the distance, Farland, and now Walter the Penniless is running on. Farland by a neck. Walter the Penniless trying. It's going to be close, but Farland kept up ahead. From in second, Walter the Penniless. Dot Koza and Special Force. Well, the last couple of weeks, a number of fancied runners are getting interfered with at the gates and in the running. But here, number 4, Farland at 10 rand, the win in 250. Fends off number 2, Walter the Penniless, who made a move around them. But number 4, Farland, wins the Karari for the Doug Campbell stable, and Donovan Dillon by a head. Walter the Penniless, Dot Koza, Special Force. As for the favourite, Hole in One, took a bit of intimidation out the gates. That horse Trini's Pomodoro jumped very awkwardly, and the favourite Hole in One going to have to draw a line through this effort, dropped right back, and he's a horse who will be very progressive. Farland tackled at the top of the lane. This is for the Rajnoonans, Douglas Campbell, the Delhi Mounts, Naidu, Samuelsons and Bathers, 250,000 rand by. Walter the Penniless came up the inside and starts to mount a serious challenge, but as they drive to the post, number 4, Farland, just keeps his head in front, an impressive son of Karari, and will win that head decision. Walter the Penniless, Dot Koza and Special Force, back to the studio.
Farland, he bumped some useful sorts. If you go through his juvenile form, he certainly didn't run badly behind the likes of Falkland, Jardine, and even Provocateur. And Doug's gave him some time off, and rightfully so. He's come back a lovely looking individual as well. Just been talking to Doug the other day at Scottsville and mentioned to him I'm keeping a close eye on his horses. The wheel will turn, Doug, and it certainly has over the last few weeks or so.
Thank goodness. No, thank you. He's a beautiful horse as well, the nicest looking horses in my stable. And we were a little bit disappointed early on, but we've tried him over further now. And I think he's going to go on from here. He's got the most magnificent action. I must admit I was a bit worried when Donovan started passing horses all the way around the bend, but he said the pace was a bit slow. And he fought on well in the straight. And I'm very pleased for John Dalimount. He's on holiday in Portugal. I know he'll be listening into the commentary. And Ravi Naidu is not here, and Dr. Varta is not here either. But thank you very much for all their support.
This horse looks like the break did him a world of good as well. I mentioned him as a 2-year-old, but he looks like a lovely horse.
Oh, he is. He just needed a bit of time. He showed us a lot as a 2-year-old, but I think giving him a break now in the winter has made a world of difference to him, and I think he'll go on from now. I don't see why he shouldn't go a bit further.
Well, where you reside and where Sugar Hill is, it must be warmer mornings nowadays, Doug?
Much nicer, easier getting up.
Yeah, now what about the rest of your runners, Doug? You like anything else?
Look, Rose Hill's in a tough race. She's having to run against the Colts and Geldings, but she's an honest filly. I think she could run to the placings. Then Stand By Me in the last. We're trying him over ground. He's by the French Derby winner, so he should see at the ground. He's never run over a 1900 before, but I'm hoping that he can really reproduce his work there and run a big race.
Thanks for that, Doug.
Thank you.
Lovely. Let's get Donovan Dillon in, and before we even touch on this win, I've just been following Donovan Dillon's movements, and I don't know where he's based these days. Maybe you can tell the guys, Donovan, KZN or Cape Town?
We're based in Cape Town, but we're going to be travelling a lot. Got some goals this season, and going to look to get them.
Well, fantastic. Tell us about the master stroke. When you decided they're going too slow?
You know, the kickback it's terrible today, and he wasn't really enjoying it. And at about the 1100 day, they were easing back on us too much, and I was climbing over the back of them, so I elected to pull him out. By the time we got to the top of the straight, I was next to him. I must have made up about 5-6 lengths for free, and got going on him, and he had the run of the race. No kickback in front of his face, and he just won a good race.
It's not the worst thing on this poly track to be racing 3-4 wide, Donovan.
Never is these. I've had many winners on the poly track 3-4 wide, and I think sometimes it's better off.
Well, when you turn into the home straight, he gave you a good kick as well.
No, he did. He got away from them at the right time, and then what was quite encouraging is that horse next to me came up to me and looked to go past me, and he changed legs and he fought on, and he actually won more convincingly than I expected.
Well, I wish you all the best with the travelling this season, and it's all about getting chances, and I'm sure you appreciate the chances you're getting from Doug as well.
Always do. Doug's always been a big supporter of mine. Mr. Campbell and Mrs. Campbell are honestly lovely people to ride for, and we'll never stop loving to ride for them. But well done to both partners involved. Really appreciate the ride on the horse. And
what is this that we're hearing? I mean, Doug's just mentioning that you're going to be tying the knot on Friday.
Yes, this is wedding day Friday.
Well, welcome to the beginning of the end club, as I always mention. But we wish you all the best with that, Donovan. You like anything else later on?
These is on form. I made this my best ride on that form line behind Falkland. But we're riding Rosie Hill later, and I think she's in with a bit of a squeak today. She needed it last time.
Well, all the best on Friday, Donovan.
Thank you.
Lovely. Let's get the guys in, the guys that have made it to the track. We know a lot of the guys involved. Come through, guys. Let's have a chat. Come through. Let's have a chat with all the boys here. So many of them to mention, but the two guys that have made it to the track, well done.
These well done to Doug, Di, and the team back home, Lemonskralstad and the partners. It was a good win. Donovan rode a great race, and thanks to him.
You guys have had to be a bit patient?
Yes, we had to. After his last run, he went a bit sore, gave him the time off, and he showed us what he is.
You've been involved in many horses, and this is one of the better looking ones.
Yeah, I thought today he looked absolutely great in the parade ring. Today was a bit of payback for a bit of a disappointing 2-year-old career, but understandably so. And I mean, one race doesn't make you a champion, but hopefully we can go places from here.
How's your shares and string looking this season?
Look, we've still got our old man London Call.
Yes.
So he's racing next Wednesday. Yeah, he's well, and we're hoping for another win there. And we've got Diamante on Sunday, which we're also hoping for.
They talk about horses finding you. I mean, London Call, not shying away from this horse's ability. I mean, he brought you so much joy, and all the other Parsons, Clinton, all the guys.
Absolutely. I mean, Grace racing partners, Clinton, Gary, and London Call, probably a horse we'll battle to replace.
Well, this horse has won one for you. You'll never know.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Well, enjoy it, boys. Well done to the guys here with horse number 4, FARLAND, who's come through to win and open up the pick 6. 4, 2, 1 and 3 is the way they cross the line here. Race number 3. Up next, it is jackpot time, race number 4, 3 o'clock.